We are back here with another Cartoon Network and Adult Swim schedule. Actually, it is quite exciting because it is another new month. 6/1/26, start of June, which is really exciting. Lots of fun stuff. New season of My Adventures with Superman coming out this month, and I'm excited. So anyway, let's get into the schedule, see what they got for us. 6 a.m., regular show. 6:56 a.m., Tom and Jerry Singapore. 7 a.m., Amazing World of Gumball. 7:56 a.m., Teen Titans Go. 9:04 a.m., Tom and Jerry Tales. 10 a.m., Looney Tunes Show. 10:30 a.m., Let's Do Scooby-Doo. 11:30 a.m., the Scooby-Doo Show. I don't know what I'm saying. So there's that with Scooby-Doo. 12:30 p.m., we got Craig of the Creek, as well as 12:35 p.m. I spotlight this one because it's kind of crazy that Craig of the Creek has been on for a while and finally it's back. This was what I thought was fairly hot of a series. It has really good messages, it's fun, and I'm just happy it's back. We got Council of the Creek and Sparkle Cadet for episodes. 1 p.m. Teen Titans Go, 2 p.m. Amazing World of Gumball, 4 p.m. Regular Show, 4:45 p.m. Burgers of Lost Tapes. I guess there's been a break. Eventually, we're going to be getting some new episodes. Either way, I am thankful that they're still showing it at all. Moving on, 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. Official switch over to Checker Past. We got the Gorman Adventures and Billy and Mandy. And our episodes are Meet the Reaper / Skeletons in the Water Closet / Opposite Day, Get Out of My Head / Look Alive / Mortal Dilemma. 6 p.m. Official switch over to Adult Swim, starting off with Bob's Burgers. 8:30 p.m. Family Guy. 11 p.m. Rick and Morty. Now what we're going to see about 12 and over here. 12 a.m. more Rick and Morty. 12:30 a.m. Teenage Euthanasia with a League of His Own. Finally, it's been a minute. 1 a.m. Adult Swim Smalls with a new one. So finally, we've got a new one. It's Mass Dog. I'm surprised it's not titled. I guess it's just Mass Dog and that's it. Could be the series name, or it just could be that's the short. Either way, pretty cool, and it's exciting. 1:04 a.m., 1:19 a.m., Robot Chicken. We got El Skiltoro. I think that's what it says. It's either that or Skiltoro. Snarfer Image. 1:34 a.m., American Dad. Great show. 2:30 a.m., Rick and Morty. 4:30 a.m. and 4:45 a.m., Tom Goes to the Mirror with Sue Troubles and The Layover. And to end our schedule, still into this month, we have the same series. Exciting. Also a great way to wake up in the morning, bedtime, whatever you call it. It's still fun. 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., we got Dragon Ball Z Kai. Dodora's terrifying chase, a truth revealed to Vegeta. Vegeta's covered maneuvers, a tragic result on the Namekins. So there we go. Another schedule down. Really exciting new month. New Adult Swim Small, which I'm just like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. You're not going to see a huge change up just because a lot of this happened near the end anyway, and it's kind of just falling over. I'm a bit surprised to still see Teenage Euthanasia on the schedule, just because you would think they do more variety. Same thing with Robot Chicken, but for the most part, they try to keep the consistency up. Same goes with Tom Goes to the Mayor, which is, it's a little switcheroo. Still kind of an odd time, if that makes sense. Cartoon Network, nothing really. I mean, I take it back. Craig the Creek is the big thing, but you gotta look at what they gave up. They had to give up Adventure Time, but at the same time, like Craig the Creek, it's almost like, can we take some of this off and had both shows still? Would have been very befitting. They're trying to play as much regular show as they can to kind of intertwine and fill up the blocks with regular show The Lost Tapes, which they have limited episodes out right now. I think their whole thing is to eventually be able to broadcast the heck out of the Lost Tapes. I think that's sort of the intentions. That is something we got to think about a little bit. Checker Past, it's recently, like fairly recently, not too long ago, we got the Adventures of Billy and Mandy back from Ed, and Eddie. So from there, it's probably going to go back to either Dexter or Courage. They have still not shown a willingness to want to switch it up and do something different. Like we're not going to be getting Foster for Imaginary Friends, no Kids Named Kicks Next Store, Cow and Chicken probably won't be back, or even Weasel. I don't know why they're keeping this block, but I don't mean that in a bad way because obviously I love this block because I've been covering it quite a while since the well, not the beginning. I want to say near a point where it was picking up. I don't know, but that's something that we kind of got to look at. How long will they want to use this? The only thing I will say strong is they're able to fill some time. It's a really good bridge into Adult Swim, so I think that is the positive. 5 p.m. seems kind of early, and now you get a block that kind of bridges that, which makes it feel more appropriate. So there's that with that. Um, Adult Swim, Bob's Burgers. It's a good show. I'm sad about King of the Hill. I was maybe being hopeful that, hey, maybe they're gonna get the new season of King of the Hill. It was a little of a far stretch there, and there's really no surprise it didn't happen, just because they're gonna prioritize the streaming service over Adult Swim. Makes sense. I'm surprised Family Guy is even here, but hey, it's been here quite a while. It's going to be here for quite a while. So happy on that end. Family Guy does belong in the network. It's just whenever it came, it was awesome, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, we have another show to take up a lot of the space for a lot of the other series. Rick and Morty was one of their big homestays. It still very much is, especially with the new seasons coming out, or the new season coming out. However I say it. So, yeah, it's getting some episodes and it's getting the hours, which I think are pretty good. They're pretty good hours. It's appropriate. Um, Go back to here. Kind of talked about it. Teenage Euthanasia. Switched up later. That's fine. It's perfect. Adult Swim Smalls. We're still getting new ones. That's good. Robot Chicken. Some flexibility there. Maybe they'll run some newer short series and that could alternate. Because as you can tell, it's a really, really small slot line. So a lot of things could work there in theory. Um, American Dad. American Dad's like one of the shows I'm kind of questioning right now. Not because I don't think it fits, just because of what they're doing to it. And I'm wondering if we'll eventually come to a point, kind of like Family Guy, where it just gets thrown off completely because of some sort of disagreement or no extension type of deal. That kind of this kind of what happens surprisingly with King of the Hill, if I'm remembering. But American Dad seems like it's going to be in a similar boat, even though if you think about it, American Dad has always been a staple for Adult Swim, even just as much as you would say Family Guy. Those two intertwine. In a way, historically, if it wasn't for Adult Swim, I mean, honestly, for Adult Swim, Family Guy would be dead. Not only that, but the DVD releases, that is something cool to know about that. But American Dad, I feel like it's another show that really belongs on this network. I'm yapping a lot. I do apologize, but yeah, that there is a worry to me about it. Honestly, eventually going away because it's like you got a great show. It's probably going to be getting new seasons in the future. I mean, I don't see why not. It's just as popular as many of the other adult series. I'm going to say that in Family, it may not be on Family level. Family Guy is like on Simpsons level, where it's iconic. Now, American Dad is like a step or two below that, and that's fine. But I do think it almost plays even ground. I mean, it's technically the same sort of style in a sense. Um, Rick and Morty, just filler. Same thing with Tom Goes to the Mayor. Don't know anything about the series, but it's clearly filler. This is like your wild card slot. Anything can go here because honestly, they're not expecting people to watch it, especially through the weekday. that's just how it is. So they're throwing away some Dragon Ball Z Kai, whatever that means. Use it while they got it type of deal, I'm sure. But yeah, like to see some more variety. Maybe then every once in a while do like a little tsunami type of thing. But yeah, I don't know. They're definitely not going to go all the way back to old school like that, but you can't underestimate them either, so I got hope. Either way, Dune's looking fun and exciting. I've probably yapped a little too much, and I apologize, guys. At the end of the day, we're going to have some fun watching some epic cartoons as well as anime, because, God. Hope you guys stay safe. Until next time, peace out, guys.